Good morning. I'm Mark, the clueless luthier, again. This morning we're going to install the kerfed lining on the top and the bottom of the guitar and let that set up. It shouldn't take too long actually, so let's get going. All right, let's start out. Do it right on here, I think. Get a little bit of glue on it. Try to keep it to a minimum, or just enough. I don't have too much squeeze out. Kind of hard to hold like that. Let's do this. Okay. Start on this side. We want to leave a 30 seconds of an inch at the top, which is surprisingly little. I have some clamps here. Just work around the perimeter. Leave maybe an inch apart. This gives us enough room to sand down.
We can speed this up a little bit here. In retrospect, I wish I'd started from the other end, simply because the joint between the two pieces was on the sharpest, almost the sharpest part of the bend. I think I would have been happier if it had been on a more of a flat curve. I'm just going to do the other side the same way so we can skip ahead.
All right, I'm gonna let that set a minute and then we'll turn it over and do the other side. All right, I let this set up for about a half hour so it wouldn't move on this next side. And we're basically just gonna do the same thing here. So here we go.
Again, we can skip ahead here.
Okay, that's all set, and I'm gonna let this dry, and we'll see how it turned out. Okay, I'm gonna do one more unconventional thing. I am still concerned about the back of the guitar because the bending wasn't really great in my opinion. More so than the front. The front is going to be glued on before I take the waist clamp off. The back isn't. So I'm just worried about taking that clamp off and it wanting to spring back. This may do absolutely nothing, but it seems logical to me, so hey, I'm here to learn. The kerfing, when it's bent like this, these slots have to close up. Well, on the inside, it's bent like, I'm going to break this probably, but bent like this, yeah, you know, I would, they have to open up a little bit. This is a technique I saw for doing inexpensive inlays that I'm going to try for that as well. But I decided to give it a shot. So I'll zoom in on this. I'm going to fill these slots as best I can with wood filler. And then I'm going to use some number 10 AC glue to harden it, which is what this guy did in the inlay. And I'm hoping that, at least till I get the back on, it'll prevent these from being able to close, which will make it a little stiffer. I actually, at one point, considered doing the whole thing. I think I'm just going to do this for now and see what happens. The worst can happen is it doesn't hold up and I end up with powdered plastic wood in my guitar that I have to clean up. So I don't see a downside to giving it a shot. So let's see.
So what I'm trying to do here is push as the wood filler into those slots as best I can. I start from the side because when it squirts out the top, I know that I filled it pretty much. And then I'll level off the top. Now I'm using sandpaper to clean it up a bit. The coarse might have worked better, but I was afraid that it would dig out the wood filler more than I wanted. Now I'm putting AC10 glue on. The thin, I used that because it's thin, it will soak into the wood filler better. This is to harden it. There was a wider gap right at the sharpest part of the curve, but I wanted to make sure I got filled better.
Okay, I'm going to let that set up, do a little more cleanup once it's all dry. And we're done with the body for a while. Next, I have to start working on the top. And so thanks for sticking around if you did. And I'll see you soon. Bye.